Good evening. Welcome to Andrew's March, the Pathfinder campaign of Rabbit Haberdashery. I am, as always, your GM. So things are changing around the house a bit. We're getting reorganized. I'm replanning what was originally my office, and that means I've been quite busy the last few days. And don't remember where we left off. But maybe I'll remember while I explain what Extra Life is. So Extra Life is a thing that we're doing. A lot of this, what kind of brought all this gaming together? The reason this channel was even created was to support Extra Life, which is a fundraiser built around a 24-hour gaming marathon in which we support Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Every single cent we raise goes straight to the hospital that we are raising for. In this group, all three-quarters of us are raising for Boston Children's Hospital, and one of us is raising for the Children's Hospital of the King's Daughter in wherever, Virginia. And I don't know where it is in Virginia.
Norfolk?
Whatever.
Norfolk.
I was right.
I love it.
Except I didn't pronounce it right.
Who knows how to pronounce it? Like, I'm not even sure I pronounce it right.
Listen, I wouldn't trust anyone from Massachusetts telling me how to pronounce anything. Okay,
now.
Central and Eastern Massachusetts. I wouldn't trust anyone from Central and Eastern Massachusetts.
Thank you.
There
That's
we go.
good.
I mean, we got some weird names in Western Massachusetts, too.
Yeah, but
Like
You know,
Leicester.
where's Leicester?
It's next to Spencer. It's near
That's
Ware and
Central.
Warren. No, it's not. That's still
Yeah.
Western Massachusetts.
No, Western starts with the Quabbin.
It's in Quabbin.
What?
It's in Quabbin Valley.
Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna look.
It's spelled Leicester, but it's pronounced Leicester.
I mean, we have a town called Gloucester that is.
We also
It
have
looks
a
like-
We also
Gloucester.
have a Gloucester.
I'm pretty sure it's spelled the same way, too. I wouldn't
Probably.
be surprised.
It was the home of the perfect storm.
Are you kidding? Like Leicester borders Worcester.
It's still, I'm
And-
pretty
and
sure
it's-
it's
It's Worcester, Leicester, Spencer, East Brookfield, West Brookfield, Warren, and then where?
Yeah, it's Central Mass.
That's
dude.
Central Mass.
I gotta check this out now. I thought that was still considered Western Massachusetts.
And this is
Now
the
we're
war
gonna
that
spend the
started-
entire evening arguing about that.
Yep.
Listen, that's fine. I was.
Okay, you're right. It's in
Um,
Worcester County. I
Yep.
stand corrected.
And that is how.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong.
And that is how the mass civil war started.
The second one.
Yeah. Don't forget.
There's
There's already
nothing
been
in
one.
Leicester, though.
Wait, hold on. There was already
yeah,
a Massachusetts civil
Yeah,
war.
about
It
Quabbin.
was like the first thing President Washington did was put down the Shays Rebellion.
Yep. There's a whole highway in Western Mass named after it.
Western Mass tried to go to war with Eastern Mass to separate off and become its own state.
Yep.
And they still are trying to do that with like when they got all up in arms with extending the tolls all the way across the Mass Pike. Western Mass was up in arms. It's like nobody drives here.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Western Mass has never forgiven Boston for existing, and Boston
True fact.
has a great deal of difficulty remembering that Western Mass exists.
Yes.
Which frequently pisses off Western Mass.
Yes.
And then they tried to
Actually, I'm
rebrand
pretty
it.
sure-
The tourism board. Remember the tourism board tried to rebrand it West Mass.
Yeah. That was
Everyone hated it.
yeah. That was a bad move.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is not secluded to Western Massachusetts. There's
No,
a lot of
it's
other people that don't
definitely-
like Boston either.
So Massachusetts is like broken up into like four sections. You got the Cape, you got Boston, then you got Worcester, and then you got the Berkshires. There's
Yeah.
nothing else.
Yeah. Right. We'll just forget that most of Western Mass exists.
It's
Well,
the area that you drive through to get to the Berkshires, though.
Right.
That's the thing. I didn't know.
If you live in Boston.
I didn't know it existed before I moved up here. Actually, for a while after I moved up here, I didn't know it existed. Because what happened was, like in school back in PA, what little they said about Massachusetts was about the Revolutionary War, and so the furthest west you ever heard about was Lexington. So okay, they went out to Lexington and Concord. I guess maybe Concord was further out, but they were out to Lexington and Concord. What's his face with the silver and Paul Revere.
Well, you had the Springfield. You had the Springfield Armory, which was the home of the National Armory for the Revolutionary War.
Which we did not hear about.
You have the home of Smith and Wesson,
which we did not hear about. Yeah, and like it was just.
And basketball was invented, volleyball was invented, and modern American football was invented in Western Mass.
Yeah, there's Boston, and then they had part of the Revolutionary War up there with Paul Revere riding out to Lexington and Concord, and then that's it. That's the end of Massachusetts' relevance to anything we care about, was as far as it was treated. And so then when I moved up here, and I was living in Boston, I didn't get anything to contradict that. Like everything people was talking about was just like, it was very clear that like if you couldn't take the T to it, you hopped on a plane and went to it, and nothing in between existed.
Yep.
When I told people I was looking to move to Amherst, which I was calling Amherst at the time because I didn't live there yet, I was looking at UMass Amherst, and so I was like, oh, I'm gonna moving to Amherst. They were like, oh, bye. I guess we'll never see you again. And then they didn't. Like I've never seen any of those people ever again. I left the range of Boston's public transport and lost all contact with everyone who lives there.
Yep.
Okay, one last thing before we should probably get back to Pathfinder.
This is turning into an episode of Pineapple.
But I just have one question.
No, go ahead.
Are there any tea parties in Boston?
They created a museum a few years back.
Did they?
Yeah, out on the bay. It was the top. They made a replica of the ship, and yeah.
That is not the answer I was expecting. Honestly, it's a little disappointing.
Why?
I don't know why.
He was hoping they would reenact the Tea Party every year.
I want to say that I think they do that at that museum, but I'm not sure. I haven't gone. It wasn't open when we spent a lot of time in Boston, and then PAX East became way too packed and too hard to get tickets. So.
Mm-hmm. They must do reenactments. I feel like I did a reenactment in elementary school.
So, the Boston, the Boston Tea Party Ship Museum is in fact doing a 250th anniversary Boston Tea Party reenactment.
There you go. There's your answer.
December 16th, 2023.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I participated in a Boston Tea Party reenactment when I was in elementary school.
Huh. So yeah, special exhibits and artwork and public programs and theatrical performances and webinars and genealogical stuff. They're doing a whole thing going up to it.
Massachusetts is also the home of the oldest commissioned Navy ship, too, I believe, right?
The Constitution?
The Constitution? Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Boston.
Yeah. Is it in dry dock now? It used to be. It used to be in the.
I thought it was still in the water, but I don't actually.
Water. I feel like I heard somewhere that it had gotten too damaged to be in the water anymore.
Nah, just ship it Theseus, and it'll be fine. It's still the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
But but yeah, no. So there will be. I don't know if they do it every year, but apparently there will be one this year in December. So if you're into that sort of thing, dear viewers, check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Incidentally, but all of this started because I was explaining Extra Life, so I should probably post the link there. There we go.
Oh yeah, pineapple.
I had typed out exclamation point rabbit in the chat because I was explaining Extra Life, and then I was about to get somewhere, and I don't remember how we got off topic, but I never hit enter, so the message never sent. So the link wasn't posted. Go to that link and help us help kids. It'd be great. Most of us race for Boston. Matt doesn't because he's still there.
Oh yeah, that's how we got. We were talking about how not to trust Massachusetts people.
Oh yeah, because we couldn't figure out how to say Norfolk or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. How do you pronounce it? You who are from there.
He said he doesn't.
I have no idea.
What do you mean? Did you not? Where did you grow up there?
No.
Oh.
Because there is a Norfolk, Mass as well, and they pronounce it Norfolk.
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
Like, I grew up closer to, like, Petersburg.
Where's that?
About an hour and a half to 2 hours away from Norfolk.
Now we gotta look up Petersburg.
Like, closer to Williamsburg.
Mm.
You know, Williamsburg, Jamestown, you know, the first permanent English settlement.
Have you been to the pie place out there?
Probably not. There is a lot of places out here I haven't been to. Like, way too many.
That's Wawa country.
Yes, it's Wawa country.
I love Wawa.
Yeah.
I think it's Great Pies. It's the name of the...
Sorry, no, there's no Buc-ee's up here. Or down here.
There's one opening soon, right?
I'm not a Buc-ee's person. I am a Sheetz person.
No, there are Sheetz down here too.
I don't know. I searched where Petersburg was and I saw Wawa show up.
What is Buc-ee's?
There is a Sheetz in Petersburg.
Do you remember Josh's shirt at church yesterday, hon?
Yeah,
that was a Buc-ee's shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buc-ee's,
I think that's more of a.
What is Buc-ee's?
That's a deep south thing.
Buc-ee's is a truck stop and gas station and store. Store. It's like a Sheetz on steroids, from what I hear. I've never been there.
I've never been either.
Sheetz is on steroids.
Huh?
Sheetz is on steroids.
No. This is
So basically, take
have
those steroids and put them on steroids.
Yeah, Buc-ee's, they have over like 100 gas pumps at the Buc-ee's. It's it's like a giant Walmart supercenter surrounded by
a Walmart supercenter.
Gas pumps.
That's cool.
Yeah, you can almost like go grocery shopping at a Buc-ee's, and they have a lot of like road type of stuff. So like, you know, truck stop type of stuff. And Josh loves that place. He swears by it. He was wearing a Buc-ee's shirt at church. Actually, you remember this is so. Did you take a good look at Calvin's shirt? His Hawaiian shirt?
No.
They made a comment about his Hawaiian shirt, but what was in the print was Buc-ee's logos.
Oh, fun.
Nice.
And the Joshers both wearing Buc-ee's shirts at church.
Okay,
Nice.
Here's the details. It's going to be opening in Kent County.
What are you talking about?
The Buc-ee's in Virginia.
Oh!
In 2027? Is that right?
That's how big Buc-ee's is. It's going to take another 4 years to build.
It's a 74,000 square foot store with
Good
127 fueling stations, 557 parking spaces.
If I have my way, I will be nowhere near it by the time it opens.
What's it called?
How are there enough
where is it
people
going?
in that vicinity to need 127 gas pumps?
Oh, you put those things like on the interstate.
Yeah, that would be.
I don't
It's
think
not
they have
like
Buc-ee's just in like random
64.
towns.
Yeah, but like I feel like there can't
You build
possibly be
that-
enough people to need 127 gas pumps.
Like you
It's
would
true.
build that to get people to come to the town you're building it
Yeah,
in.
that's true. Bucky's
Like
becomes
if
kind
you
of
need
like,
more tourism, that's where you build it.
from what I gather, Bucky's is basically a tourist stop in its own right. Did Tripper know that there was a town in Virginia called Skippers when he started calling you Skippy?
No. Because if you remember, I'm not sure if you were there, but we have discovered why he still calls me it.
That's a good.
And it is because I
I
made a
assume it was 'cause
big
he
deal
liked
about
it.
it the first time he did.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I
And
told
that
you
is
that
the
literally
only
that
reason.
day.
Mhm.
Probably.
I'm
but
pretty sure
like,
you made a big deal about it, and I was like, "Oh, you're never living this down now." And then you did.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know. It's been too long for me to remember.
Oh, you were way down there, huh?
Yeah. I'm an hour from
Wait, so
not
why
even
are
an
you?
hour.
Why are you hoping to be nowhere? Where are you hoping to be? Hey, hi, how's it going? Yeah, pineapple. It is definitely pineapple. Eric posted a pineapple emoji and a question mark in chat.
Oh,
Listen,
Hell,
we'll
I mean,
get
if he
there.
wants to, if he
Eric,
wants
you
to
wanna hop
jump
in?
in, like we could just keep the pineapple
Keep
going.
it going.
Listen,
This
okay,
is apparently the
are you
mood
talking
we're
about?
in
Are you talking
tonight.
about moving, Matt? Is
Yes,
that,
I'm
oh,
hoping to not be in Virginia by 2027, but
where are
I
you
don't know
hoping
how
to
well
be?
that'll be.
Where are you hoping? Are you living here?
Oh,
Oh, you just want to.
Uh,
It's more of a where you want to not be than where you do want to
yes,
be. Okay,
yeah, I
Yes.
did that. I'm still here.
that's true.
I've been doing
I
that for something like 30 years.
I almost moved down
I
to
just
your
want
area.
to I just want to be up in the Northeast. Like
Okay, cool.
I don't care what part of it, like cuz like in the Northeast, like you can drive 2
Eric
hours
says,
and be at any part of it. You drive 2 hours in Virginia and you're still in
well,
Virginia.
I mean, that's not
Depends on
entirely
where in the
true.
Northeast. Remember, Boston is still 2 hours from Boston.
No,
Yeah.
it isn't.
I mean, in rush hour it is,
All right, so
but Maine
Eric-
is like 6 hours to the
You
tip
don't want
of
to move to
Maine,
Maine, though.
so no, but like that's part of the Northeast. So
I drive
So-
6 hours and I'm like in West Virginia at most.
well, yeah, but like you're saying, you can get to anywhere in the Northeast in 2 hours, and that's not
No,
true
that's not
because
true.
we're in the Northeast, and the tip of Maine is 6 hours away.
So,
So
Eric is
both
saying things in chat. I don't know if you
Northeastern.
guys are seeing chat. If you guys
No,
have
I'm
chat
not
open.
seeing chat.
No, I'm not either.
He says
Should
Bucky's is
probably
the
open
best, hands
Twitch.
down. And then he said, "Done the Virginia thing. It's fine, but I have no desire to go back."
Okay.
No one likes Virginia.
The
Even
traffic is
Virginianers don't like
terrible
Virginia.
down there.
That's why West Virginia exists.
So, like, all my coworkers, for the majority of my coworkers, are down in Virginia in the Metro DC area. That's where my company's based out of, and that's where I was going to move for my job before the pandemic hit. And then when I actually started up, they're like, you can work remotely, and I was like, yeah, I'll work remotely. Until Arya's done with school, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do. And it just ended up being where we stayed up here.
Yeah.
Um,
I remember when you first were talking about that because you offered us a snowblower because you weren't going to need it in Virginia.
Yep.
yeah,
And then we
Yeah.
never
Because
got
it
it.
never
Of
snows.
course, we never got it. You still
It
listen.
never
Yeah, I know.
snows down here.
I was counting on that snowblower, man.
well, I gotta still fix that thing. The auger control's all messed up, but
Huh.
the more I looked into real estate in Virginia, I was like, okay, I can't afford anything remotely close to work. I could move to Richmond and like pay next to nothing for a house.
Yeah, instead you get to be worried if you're gonna die on your way to work.
Yep. And like there's a certain area that like you have to live outside of to even find like a house without an HOA or a townhouse. It's
Oh, God.
ridiculous.
I hate that.
You
So,
have
like,
no
I don't-
idea.
I don't want a townhouse. I don't want an HOA.
Listen, when we were house shopping, we went to
Yeah.
look at one house, and we were looking at it, and the moment she said, "Oh yeah, there's an HOA," we said, "We're done," and we left. We
Mhm.
walked off the property immediately as soon as she said that.
Oh yeah.
And she showed us,
I would
she showed us
do the
0
same
other
thing,
houses with an
'cause-
HOA. We were not.
Yep.
I swear that's where the whole concept of Karens came from, was HOAs.
Oh,
I think HOAs invented them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd say that's
it
accurate.
was either that or the other way around. It was one or the other.
Hmm.
But I believe that is pineapple.
It is. We've been
Major.
pineappling for about half an hour now, so I
I
feel
know.
like
Yeah.
we've already gone over the edge of
We've
this is now
true.
an episode of pineapple.
So the question
Well,
is,
I don't know. Well, okay. So what were we doing? Does anybody remember what we were doing last session?
we left
like I should.
the Gripply to basically die in prison.
Right.
yes.
Why do we suddenly
Uh,
have a last of the line border?
What?
What?
Oh, did the stream cut out?
It doesn't say
Possibly.
it cut out. Oh, now it's saying reconnecting. I guess so.
Yeah, it's definitely cut out.
Oh,
It said that was too much pineapple.
COD.
Streamlabs is like, that's enough.
All right. It says it's back. Are we back?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
back now.
Hey. Anyway, so when last we left our heroes. Yeah, they. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We
so
go after the big evils, not the small ones.
Plan A
left-
didn't go as planned.
You
We
left.
went on to Plan B.
You left Dude Man
Right.
to die in prison.
He was never officially charged.
You
After-
we don't know that.
Interrogating
You
him.
have no idea if that's true.
We did nothing about it.
After raiding his cash box,
The information that we gathered said that they were questioning him. That does not mean they charged him.
Says the guy who
information-
spent time in jail for running his mouth.
The information you got from a pile of thieving leaves said
Yeah.
that they were
Literally.
questioning him.
You spoke up about disagreeing with something and got thrown in jail, and you think the same guard didn't charge this guy.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Well, it's a different degree of guards.
You have no idea.
Is it?
Yes, these are town guards. I was definitely thrown in prison by a suppression force.
I don't see a difference.
The difference is these are small time guards, whereas the people who put me in prison were a group of elitist imperialists that their specialty was getting rid of people who don't know how to keep their mouths shut.
There's so many.
You just
assumptions.
described the Empire.
Exactly.
There's so many assumptions.
They're the Empire's guards.
Yes, but there's too low on the totem pole.
To arrest a person for no reason?
To frame a person for no reason.
They're not framing him.
No, he has known affiliations with questionable shady characters.
There is no
One of whom has been
evidence.
in prison for.
We don't know there's no evidence.
And none of them would know that I've been in prison. They don't have all of the former prisoners' faces memorized.
I
Realistically.
feel like,
have the
I feel like
little
you're making a
magical
lot of
check.
assumptions.
Pretty sure
A lot
they
of
could do their
assumptions
little
going into
magical check on your ear.
Yeah.
But remember, they basically negate the magic on the way out of prison.
No, it just fades. It just doesn't. It needs to be renewed pretty frequently, and once you leave,
Yeah.
they don't actively renew it anymore. So it
That.
times out. But the
Okay,
tattoo
but-
is still there. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but none of them had gotten close enough to me to even like look
See
for
a
it.
tattoo? How close do you have to get to see a tattoo? On a
Depends on the
monkey's
size.
ear.
Depends on the size.
Y-
Like
Dude got
monkeys' ears
arrested.
aren't 3 feet tall.
Dude's being
Like,
questioned violently and thrown in jail because they can.
Should
No,
I just
yeah.
cast an illusion on
Like-
him so that he's a giant walking like prison tattoo?
are we going back for the Gripply?
I don't know.
Is that
You were like just about to leave town. You recruited what's his face.
What's that skill?
Mr.
Oh
Moonbeam.
wait,
Yeah, Moonbeam. You recruited Moonbeam, the
illusionary
leafy thief.
disguise.
Yeah.
Oh,
Leafy
it's
thief.
only on me though,
Sounds
right?
like Reapy Chief.
That's only on me. I can't disguise somebody else. Damn it. You're lucky.
And yeah, you recruited that guy to help come to Gareth with you.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to try to break out the
I mean, he hasn't
Oplugo.
really expressed an opinion.
I don't really
About
care
that?
what his opinion is. You guys got this guy in trouble, and now you're just totally cool with walking
He
away.
got himself in trouble.
No.
Are
You had to take merchandise from the Gripply Market, even though it would draw more attention than just walking into town.
I don't know what you're talking about. No,
are you saying that we need to go break this guy out of prison?
I was outvoted.
I'm not going to do it.
See? I was outvoted.
Are we going to hear the end of it if we don't?
Nope.
Are we going to hear it from every plant that we come across? That's the question.
What are you trying to say? Are you being racist about plants now?
No, I'm saying that
If we
That
are
just
Do
makes
you
it
think we
realistic.
have some kind of like oh crap, what's it called?
Telephone chain?
Consciousness?
You guys have a mycelial
We
network.
don't have a mycelial network. We are not the
Not,
board.
it wouldn't be racist. It's not racist. It's herbalist.
Oh my god. Now you're being racist. Who's
Do you
that?
have some kind of plan to break him out?
No, I don't have a plan. I'm the healer. You guys are the tricksters.
Not a very good trickster, like in my case. I just
True.
make bad
Very
plans. We've already established that my character is useless.
Actually, you may not be as useless in this scenario as you would think.
I completely
Why?
forgot to open
We're like heading north.
I mean, you can literally disguise yourself and make it look like you are one of
I
their
can-
commanding officers, telling them to release him.
Valid.
Oh, is that what's happening over here?
Not if,
Oh,
not if their commanding officer is tall.
I don't understand.
Because
I
there
mean,
are
at that
there
point,
is
can't
size
you just sit
restrictions
like?
on illusory disguise? I
Now, what
can
are the
only
limits
be,
on that
like,
disguise?
I believe it's in chat here. It's in Roll20. Let's see. Within 6 inches, I'm a medium height cat.
I mean, most humans are medium height anyway.
But do we know what their commanding officer looks like? I mean, the guy on the platform that we talked to
Was probably in charge.
in charge of the guy on the ground, but we don't know if he was in charge of all of the soldiers.
Wait, so
Like,
you're trying
that
to,
seems
are you trying to figure out the height? Like what height category?
We're trying to figure out if we
Christ.
know what one of their commanding officers look like.
Because you have a white something on your screen right now.
Yeah, it's just but that's what I'm saying. Like, why is Roll20 so bright?
Oh.
Oh,
It has a dark mode.
Yeah, but it's so bad. Look, I guess it's.
Yep.
Maybe they improved it. Maybe. But it doesn't change the map color. The map is still.
so. I guess we're doing this, huh?
I don't know. Eric makes a good point in chat.
What is it?
He said,
Oh,
if we
yeah.
break this guy out, does that actually help him, or does he just become an escaped convict as well?
That's what I was saying
No,
originally.
it was not. What you said originally was that we should
Originally,
The answer
Originally,
to
I
that,
said that if we break him out of prison, he cannot go back to his regular
No,
business.
that's not what you said
His
at all.
store is
No.
permanently closed if we break him out of prison.
Absolutely not. What you said was we can't go break him out because it'll inconvenience us by putting us in jail too.
oh, you
That
know
is
what I
the
should
other
do?
thing I said, but that is not the first thing I said. I said that when you weren't listening to when I said that if we break him out of prison, that means he can no longer run his store.
Let the record show that all this information is available on our YouTube. You can go
That's true.
check
Yeah,
out our
we could
YouTube
go back and
last week
watch.
find out.
So you can
Yeah.
totally
Exactly
tell
what I
us
said.
if I'm right or if I said that while on mute.
I mean, okay, so if you are actually concerned about this guy's fate, it probably would be a good idea to at least find out what is going on
Uh-huh.
right now. Like, I don't know that, like, I get that they're concerned about just leaving him, and I get that there is equal concern about, like, just jumping in, sword swinging, but, like, the middle ground here really is
Check.
get literally any information at all.
Yep. Because he's not going to be able to go back to work if he's in jail either. So we should probably find out what's going to happen to him.
And work is going to
Because
suck a
it's
little
our
bit
fault.
because he's gotten robbed. Yeah,
By the people who put him in jail in the first place.
Pay his bail bond with the money that you stole from his shop.
There you go. How's that sound?
I don't recall that.
Mr. Thief.
I don't remember any of that.
I think you still have a scar from where I whipped you for trying.
Probably.
Have I done anything to patch you up yet? I don't think I did
No,
that.
No.
you have not healed him
No.
yet.
Yeah, so
Let's see. Let's see if I can. Let's see. So if I summon my unseen servant, right? That's with
don't-
me until I dismiss it, because it's sustained, right?
Well, I mean, there's got to be a top end.
But you wouldn't be able to use him for scouting though, because I don't think you can. It can communicate with you. Can you? Can it?
Probably not, but I could always tell it to get the keys and
I mean, it's
unlock
mindless.
it.
So, like,
Tim, you're out of focus.
oh,
Yep.
There you go. Better. Yeah, speaking of that, let's see if I can heal myself. Can I, like, if I fail, do I hurt myself even more?
I mean, what are you trying to do? I mean, we're
Heal
already out of the
yourself.
city. We've left the city already. This
Patch
conversation's
myself up.
happening. Oh, If you fail, nothing happens unless you like critically fail.
Let's critically fail. Come on.
Oh my god. How?
Hold on. Do you have a negative in
I have a
medicine?
negative in medicine. Yes, I
Oh
do.
my goodness.
All right, what do I do, Tim?
All right.
Roll
so,
a d12.
So you
Wow.
decide that clearly what needs to happen to fix this is a medicinal herb, and you pick a plant that looks like it's medicinal. You rub it on your cut, and it slightly poisons you. Take 2 points of damage.
Oh
Nice.
my goodness.
2 points. There we go. Yes. I blame you, Carol.
Please.
You're the one who wanted to steal something.
I just went along with the plant. Mm-hmm.
You did that before we even found the plant.
I couldn't get in, but then the plant got it, and I was like, okay.
You asked the plant to do it and spent like an hour trying multiple times to open the thing.
But
It's
who
reconnecting
has the
again. Why is
most
it
gold
reconnecting?
now? That's the question.
Oh my god.
All right.
Yeah, so I think maybe I need to run a wire to my computer.
What?
It's reconnecting multiple times. I think I need to plug my computer in instead of relying on the Wi-Fi.
Maybe.
Yep.
Ooh.
So as I said, I moved into a different space, which is the original office that I was first in when we first bought this house. And then that office seems to have some issues with the Wi-Fi and the noise and stuff.
You should try plugging it into your
That box thing
yeah.
that's plugged into the wall? Yeah.
Yeah. What is happening?
Oh my goodness.
All right,
Matthew?
I'll go grab the wire. You talk amongst yourselves.
I mean, I left a super long Ethernet cable at your house.
Yeah, he had it draped from the cable box like 3 or 4 times into his old office to plug into the computer, and it drove me insane.
Ugh. And yes, Eric, bleeding is good. And also self-poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
Need to move these windows around. Do this real quick.
And now that cable is not where I left it.
Yeah, because I took it down because it was hanging.
All right, where is it? Where'd you put it?
That's a good question. It was so many hours ago.
So we're not fixing that tonight. That's not happening.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So the question is, what are we doing?
Yeah, are you going back for? I can't remember his name now. What's his name?
Reapy cheap.
Uh,
Started with an O.
It did start with an L.
did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Oplugo is.
There you go.
Oplugo!
Oplugo.
That is
Yeah.
Are we going
I
back
forgot
for
the other
Oplugo?
guy's name. Who's
other
the
guy's
plant's name?
Oh, Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam. Thank you. Well, we got to get him on board.
I don't think we need to get anybody on board. I think one of you needs to go ask a guard what's going on with Oplugo and if he's getting arrested or something.
I vote Matt.
I figured the thief and bard would be able to handle that.
Aren't
He's
you
the
like a
talkative one.
charisma-based class, Dave?
Well, you already saw
What's
how
your
well
bard?
I've rolled the last 2 sessions.
That's true, but
Hey, you already exhausted all your bad rolls, so let's see some good ones.
Yeah, that's a camera
Aw,
cast.
kitty.
hi, Cassie.
I don't want to do it. I didn't even want to go back for him.
Yeah, but the
Hey.
whole thing was your fault.
You already took his money. The least you can
guys
do is
didn't-
find out if
you
he's
guys
actually
didn't
going to
have
prison.
Go along with the plan.
I didn't go along with the plan.
That's true. At no
No
point.
point was this a good idea, and I voiced it multiple times.
You already took his money.
Chaparral's just gonna end up like in jail with Oplugo, and then they're gonna like Oplugo's just gonna be glaring at him
Yup, and I'm gonna leave him there.
with 11 hit points.
All you have to do is ask them what's going on.
Yup.
And if you can bail them out,
You don't even need charisma for that. Just
I'm
ask
not
a
bailing
simple
him out.
question.
They're like, hey, I was hoping to show up at this store. Do you have any idea why it's not open?
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm not spending my ill-gotten gains.
I'll pay you back for it.
Says the monkey who
At no point do you have to buy
the
anything.
trickster.
Why are you talking about buying things now?
He's talking
They
about
told me
paying
that I
his
need to
bail
bail
bond.
him out.
I just said
You don't
to
even know if
ask
he has
how
a
much
bail.
it would be
Hey!
if there even is a bail.
Yeah, you don't even know if there is. It's like
We don't even know if he's even in custody. They may just be questioning him. For all we know.
Mm-hmm.
Or do we go to the
The guards know we're not his employee. Because we sold him stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
But because they suspect us of something, I would suggest disguising yourself as someone else when you ask.
Oh, watch
yeah,
how
that's a
bad
good
this
plan.
this is gonna go with a stealth check.
yeah. Now, you may recall that there are specific races that are like allowed to be citizens in the Empire, and that might be relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could pretend I'm like a Gripply. Uh-huh.
So
Which
humans,
is not
humans, dwarves, and halflings are the races that are citizens of the Empire.
Yeah. I would suggest a dwarf.
I'd be
Because they're short.
dwarf.
Because they're
And
short.
we don't have to worry about their height. being
Gripplies
a
are short
factor.
too. Ugh. You guys are gonna get me killed. Let's
The healer will heal
see.
you afterwards.
Yeah,
All right. So,
she does the right herbs for death.
Exactly.
illusory disguise. What do I have to do here? I can't read. I have to put my eyes on.
Yeah, scroll up.
I should
Yeah.
probably do that at some point.
The bribe goes a long way.
It's a deception roll. Gives me 4 bonus to deception. Gives me a +4 status. All right, I guess I'm gonna look like a dwarf. Fine. Actually, I don't know if I want to follow Davkey's advice. He's led me astray before.
Question
What does
is it good
Cyrillus
advice?
say?
What? I have a voice in this?
Well, you're the one that wants me to go, so it's your turn to
He'll
plan.
listen to everyone but me, anyone but me.
Yep, pretty much.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, you should probably dress like someone who belongs there. Or
Like who?
disguise, whatever. I don't know. Whoever you want.
All right, let's see. Dwarf, human, or what was the other one?
Halfling.
Elf. Oh, halfling. Sorry.
Halfling. Okay. One is dwarf, 2 is human, 3 is halfling. Let the dice decide. I'm a human, damn it. I'm going to be a short human, a medium height human. All right. So I'm going to do an illusory disguise. I'm going to look like we'll say middle-aged woman who is not too hard on the eyes. Maybe I can try to charm them.
I thought you were going for HOA Karen there. All right. I thought you were going for HOA Karen there for a moment, but all right.
Oh, I mean, turn into full HOA Karen.
You tell me right now why this door isn't open. To whap him with a purse.
I need to get my refund.
That closed store is an eyesore on the community. You won't even get any
Cotton guard
information.
sent to
You
You
the
won't even get
gulag.
any information. Just get Oplugo back.
Yep.
I guess I'm just going to go to wherever they're keeping Oplugo.
Okay.
Nondescript human, perfect. I'm reading. Sorry. The problem, Eric, is that illusory disguise only
It's
lasts for an
reconnecting
hour at a
again.
time.
He can't hear you. It's reconnecting again.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't find that wire, so I didn't plug it in. All right. Apparently, we're reconnected.
Okay.
So the problem, Eric, is I can't just run Oplugo's store because illusory disguise only lasts for an hour, and I think there's a cooldown for that. So that would be more interesting. All right, I'm gonna head over, and what do I see? How many guards?
You're
do I need to
going to the guard tower, so a lot. Like,
Here, I'll roll a perception check and probably fail that as well. Yes, I did.
there's just like so many dudes standing around. So many people
All
are
right.
floating about, doing stuff.
Is Oplugo visible, or is
From
they're
the
like-
outside of the building, no.
Okay, so it's like a stockade type of.
But it's like yeah, it's like a tower. You know, there are people at the top who kind of see what's going on in this portion of the city. There's people milling about the bottom doing other stuff. If you there's like 2 doors to get in. Well, okay, there's like 2 people-sized doors to get in, and then there's like one really big door that's probably like we would describe it as a garage door. I don't know what they would call it.
So I'll I'll wander in, and I guess I'm gonna.
It's not round the whole way down the bottom, like the first floor is. Rectangular mode. Maybe bar door. Yeah, we'll go with bar door.
Now, should I lie?
You know, lying, seduction, or Karen rage?
Just ask
So-
a question straight.
Or just
I'm-
ask, or just
no,
ask
no.
a question that doesn't require a roll of any sort.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can play the concerned like citizen.
Yeah.
All right.
Why not?
I'll kind of like be like running towards them, and I will be like, "Thank goodness I found you guys. I was just at this shop in the middle of the town, and it looked like it had been ransacked.
Um,
Has anyone reported this?"
which shop?
It sold this. It was like a pottery shop, I think. They sold like pots and art and blankets, maybe.
I just want to post that meme of the guy going, "Do you have any idea how little that narrows it?" Yeah. Cool. Yeah, he's gonna go. Can you? Oh, did it drop out again? Dang it.
Did it?
Apparently it's live right now, but it dropped out again. And Eric said, "Wow, you're struggling with maintaining a stream today." Yeah, we gotta plug something in. I gotta plug that in. I gotta find that wire.
Mhm. I wish I could remember where I put it.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Great.
What?
Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, so he's gonna ask you where. Okay.
I'll like describe the general area of where in the marketplace it was at.
He's gonna say, "I'll go find out if anyone's reported that," and go inside the building. Are you doing anything while you're waiting for him to come back out?
Can I be like, well, I don't want to wait out here. Can I wait inside?
I mean, there's like multiple people around. Are you asking one of them? Because he just said that as he was walking away. Like he's not gonna answer you right now.
Yeah.
All right. One's gonna be like, yeah, sure. There's a lobby.
So I'll go in the lobby and I'll look around.
Okay.
We are disconnected again, huh?
Oh, apparently.
Most slightly better.
That's probably enough to like. I mean, it's a lobby. There's a number of chairs. There's like a glass thing with a hole that you can talk to someone on the other side with. There's a door that is definitely closed. There's a couple windows. There's 3 magazines. The most recent one was dated like 3 years ago.
Medieval times.
Yep. The Empire today.
And it's their latest issue. 3 years old.
It's the latest one that got all the way over here, anyway. We are on the very edge of the Empire.
Hmm.
Like, the main body of the Empire is on a continent that's like a 6-week sail boat
Okay.
ride away.
All right. So, I'm guessing there's like there's kind of like a lobby desk where there's like a guard.
Well, that
Stuff.
glass house I went that like there's a window with that has like doesn't go the whole way down.
Yeah.
And there's someone sitting behind that. Matt. What's
Your
that?
mic.
So
Crazy.
much noise. There we go.
Yeah.
What did you do?
What do you mean? What did I?
I don't
Just
know. You
all of a
leaned forward
sudden,
and
it
suddenly
was
it was just so much noise and static and hatefulness.
Hatefulness.
I think he has a fan on maybe.
I have two. I have two fans on. There's one right here. There's one right there.
But he also doesn't have a condenser mic.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt, step up. Anyway, so.
Don't volunteer
Equipment
me
is
to
just
buy him
never
more
good enough.
stuff,
I'm
Tim.
not volunteering nothing.
First, my computer's not good enough. Then my mic isn't good enough.
There seems to be a trend here.
So apparently, it won't be good enough till I have a desktop with a condenser mic and soundproofing on the back wall.
That's what I
I mean,
got.
I don't have a desktop.
It's on the floor,
Anyway.
but it's a desktop.
Anyway,
Yeah, so it's gonna take like 2 minutes, and the guy's gonna come back out. He's gonna find you in the lobby and go, and he's gonna say, "Yeah, the proprietor is occupied, but everything seems to be all right."
and I'll be like, "What do you mean occupied? I saw a blanket that I wanted."
He's gonna say, "We're just some of the wares seem to have come from a questionable source. We're just verifying that for the safety of the city, and if everything turns out fine, then we will release him."
I'll put my hands on my hips and I'll be like, "And I was guaranteed that these were fair trade goods."
He's gonna say, "Well, that is what we are finding out."
Maybe let's see. Well, will he be out like later today? Because my coach ride is leaving in about 2 hours, and I really want that item.
That sounds like a deception check.
Oh God. Here we go. Okay, that was the best roll yet tonight.
Yeah, that's good.
Tim's gonna be like, nat 20.
Oh!
Yay!
Hey!
Yay!
All right, he's gonna say, "I really can't give any more statement on an active investigation. I'm sorry."
Mm. Oh wait, that would have
But
been.
he doesn't seem to doubt your story, so that's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
But he could over dinner. I don't have enough time in my disguise to have dinner with this guy.
It is pretty early in the day.
You don't have to go to dinner. You just have to
I
make him
know.
think you're going to dinner.
That's probably true.
Let's see. Okay, how do I do a charm spell?
I don't know. What's it say?
It says here. I'll just click it.
What's it spell? Oh, there we go. 2 actions.
So he has to roll a will save, but I don't know what he's rolling against.
It should be on your sheet.
Is it?
Let me look. Your sheet.
Is it just will against his will?
Yeah, there's an actual list attack. Spell DC 17.
Okay. So you have to roll a will save against a 17?
Yep. If you're casting it.
Yes, I'm going to cast it. And watch it fail.
Okay.
Is charm. So you're
Nice.
effective that thinks your spell is something harmless instead of a charm. Oh wait. Oh, failure. Okay, so you got it.
Attitude
Friendly
becomes
towards you.
friendly to you.
If it was friendly, it becomes helpful. It can't use hostile actions against you. Okay.
So I'll just be like, well, can't you just let him go? It would really mean a lot to me.
I mean, I'm not in charge of his investigation. Really have the authority to let him go.
Oh, I wish you had a critical failure. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'm gonna thank him for his time. And be like, act all concerned and be like, I hope he's okay and he wasn't, nothing bad happened to him from the looks of his shop. And I'm going to leave, I guess.
Okay. All right, so the information you managed to gather is that he is being questioned. That they, you kind of, I guess, what do you infer from this? How do you explain it to the group?
I think they are more interested in us than him, and I don't think that he's really in trouble. I think he's just an unwitting accomplice in all of this. And I think he will be okay. He probably will not ever want to see us again. Especially after he looks at his lockbox.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't know that was us. So
That's true. He doesn't know that was you.
Sounds like we should leave town.
So I will convey that over to the group. And Cirillo will
Okay.
probably give me a disapproving look.
Mildly disapproving.
I mean, you can go and ask about him if you want more information.
Good.
I am still in my disguise, by the way, so I have my hands on the hip, and I'm definitely giving her the Karen stare.
All right. So are we on to our main course?
I'm
Apparently.
wondering what Moonbeam thinks about all of this. Like, we just left, then he left, and then he came back. These guys don't know what they're doing.
And this is why they need my help.
What did I get myself into? Amateurs.
So heading north to Gareth then?
I guess so.
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. This is a pretty busy road, the road to Gareth. There's a lot
I'll switch
of
back to my cat form, by the way.
there's a lot of traffic going up, back and forth through these towns. If you're taking the direct route, the road that goes straight there, it is well paved and wide and bustling the whole way. There are a lot of stops along the way. So, inns and restaurants and just kind of general, pubs and shops.
And
farm stands, things like
as we're going, I'm gonna be walking off to the side
that. There's a button.
on the part that's not paved.
Okay.
Why is he just looking to get attacked?
Yeah,
Can
he
I
was
get
asking for
healed, by
another
the way?
chick. Oh yeah, I can heal you. Sorry. I was
tried
not
it myself, and I
intentionally
made it
leaving you
worse.
to bleed. I just forgot. Let's see. Where's? Oh, duh! I made a thing for that.
Or should I try to heal myself again?
I'm working on it.
Oh no.
There.
There you go.
So
How
what
does that
mean?
work?
Then you got to roll how many points based on how you rolled.
Something like that.
All right, so you spend 10 minutes treating one injured living creature. The check is DC is usually 15,
Okay.
which you succeeded at. So with a successful healing, you roll 2d8. Heal 6
Oh,
points.
just enough.
Nice.
Okay, so I am back up to my max health. Yay. So the road is busy, you're saying?
Yeah.
I am going to perform while we're walking then. Nope. People are throwing vegetables at me, apparently.
People are giving you a slightly wider berth. They give everybody else. Which is easy to do because you're already on the edge of the road as one member of your party is off the road.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's not all grass all the way up. Like I said, there's a lot of shops and like town
Yeah, I know.
and house and stuff along the way. So You're like walking across like
Roofs.
walkways, and
He's pulling an Assassin's Creed on the roof.
occasionally there's hedgerows you have to deal with and stuff like that.
Davke's gonna get us reported to the Empire because he's suspiciously running on house tops.
Yep.
It's not. It won't be my fault this time.
Yep.
No, I'm like just
Except
off the road.
he's doing it specifically to walk farther away from you, though. So
'Cause, like,
That sounds
I
like
make
there's
sure
no science
Cirilla is
involved.
between us so that I have that buffer for the off-tune music.
Hmm.
My rolls have been absolutely horrendous tonight.
That's true.
Yep.
Except for your
well,
deception.
all of ours have
Terrible.
for like the entire campaign so far. It's just been a series of terrible rolls.
That's true.
You could say it has been a series of unfortunate events.
I could, yes.
Okay, Lemony Snicket.
I liked that show. That was a good
Me
show.
too.
Are you a Baudelaire?
Yes.
I never read the books, and I never saw the movie with was it Jim Carrey or whoever?
Jim Carrey.
Yep.
But the series.
The series was incredible.
I didn't finish the last season, or maybe the last 2 seasons of it.
Neil Patrick
Um,
Harris is just so talented, and I love everything he does.
That's definitely part of it,
Was midway into the season where they were like at that logging place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you had a
We
ways
had a
to
long
go.
way to go.
Yeah. But anyways, sorry, pineapple. How long of a journey did you say this was going to be? It was going to be like a few days.
It's okay. So a similar distance on the map was 3 days at the very beginning of the campaign, but that was over mountainous terrain.
Yeah.
This is basically a straight shot through the plains on a well-maintained road.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like just shy of 2 days. Like if
Okay.
you really push it, you only have to stop at an inn once on the way.
Or camp outside.
Yeah, or
On the
camp
plane.
outside or whatever. Like you'll have to spend one night on the road, minimum. But if you take it kind of slow and just go along, you'll have to do a second. If you hurry a little bit, you won't. Like you'll get to the town about dusk.
How about this? On the first day, do we see anything interesting while we're on the first leg of our trip?
I mean, it really depends on what you define as interesting, I guess. What are you defining as interesting?
Sorry, just describe.
Imperial.
No, more of the describe like the different like the different shops and stuff that are littered along the way. Like what kind of travelers are on this road, that type of stuff.
So
If the Imperialists are bullying any of the natives.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
could say that too.
One thing you're gonna notice is that there's very few native peoples here. Like the people who are actually native to the island. Like you guys kind of stand out because of how few there are.
Okay, so we're seeing dwarves, humans, and halflings, and that's
and kind
mostly
of the servant races like elves and stuff. Yeah, you're seeing and gnomes. You're seeing some of that as well. But yeah, it's not. It's definitely you're deep into the Empire's territory at this point, and it looks that way.
Are
as far-
people giving? Sorry, are people like giving us like kind of like dirty glances? They just not really turning around, looking at us? How are they reacting to our presence?
I mean, there are enough people that you're getting basically every reaction that you could expect from somebody. But
Okay.
yeah, there are definitely a noticeable number of people who look at you as though you don't really belong there. Now, there are other people on the path that are also, like, races that are only here because they, got released from prison or are native to the island or stuff like that. I guess ancestors, not races. But yeah, like there are others, but it is unusual. As far as things along the road, like I said, the shops, well, 2 days along, like 2 days worth of journey, there's gonna be almost anything you could think of to buy. There's gonna be available. There's inns fairly frequently. There's pubs fairly frequently. There's like little towns. You can tell. Oh, okay, here's like an inn where a little town is propped up around it. There's houses and various things there. There's like there's like a tourist attraction on the way where it's literally just, oh, hey, look at this beautiful view, and a little economy is sprung up around it.
So it's just like kind of like just stuff that is popped up like right in front, right on either side of the road, and there's not much built off behind it.
Yeah, it really depends on where you are, the depth of it. But yeah, there are places where it really is like, oh, there's an inn, and behind it is like just farmland. Okay. And there are places where, oh, there's actually a little town here.
What are my companions doing?
Walking down the road.
Oh, baby.
Da baby.
Da baby. Moving so much.
Trust me. Do you trust me? Wow.
Aww.
Sir.
You got a little pineapple.
Yes, I do.
All right. Do my companions want to stop anywhere as we're going along the way, or do you guys just want to get to our destination?
I mean, somebody was in quite a hurry to get to our destination back when the other option was stopping to see about a man in jail. So
I wanted to get away from that town. I didn't want to stick around that town if they were asking questions about us. I see if I did any better performing.
If you like.
Nope.
No, exactly.
I look at my mandolin. I'm like, what the hell did that monkey do to my?
Yeah, sure. Blame the monkey.
Yeah.
Always the
course.
monkey's fault.
Always.
Which is that
I don't
evil
trust
monkey
him anymore.
Yeah, if anything goes wrong, it's my fault.
Yes.
At least until Mr. What's Red All Over returns.
Yeah.
All right.
So, baby.
So you'll know you're getting close to Gareth well before you see Gareth because it gets built up significantly as you approach. So like as you're getting closer and closer to Gareth, you're going to start noticing that there's just no more farmland. Like there's just sprawl, and it's very quickly becoming very urban. There are walls around Gareth, but there's like a few. Like they definitely built a wall and then expanded and then built another wall, and like that's happened a few times.
Do we see Wall Maria?
So between like the between like the second and third wall, you, Chaparral, are going to recognize your old stomping grounds.
All right.
And that'll be about where we're at come, when it's approaching evening of that second day of travel. So there's enough daylight to make it into the city center, but you don't have you're in Gareth at this point. You can stop if you want there.
Do we know where in Gareth we need to be going to investigate this stuff, or
Not yet.
okay?
What if
You guys also don't know that Chaparral is like home, unless you.
Right.
I'm gonna see
If you want to, you can do an insight check to see if you notice him reacting to recognizing things.
There's no insight, right? It's just perception.
Oh yeah, it's perception. And then if you want, Dave, if you want to try to not make that obvious, you would just roll a deception against them.
Chaparral's not gonna be trying to hide it at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, they're not going to notice anyway.
Yep.
So, I'm gonna see if I have an inkling on the area of Gareth that we need to head towards. Nope. Jeez. And I might as well
Oh, I didn't check if Moonbeam.
play my mandolin some more. Yes.
Oh goodness.
Finally got it in tune.
I finally got it in tune. No thanks to you. It's because I'm
Moonbeam notices that you would be like, you familiar with this place?
Yeah, I lived here most of my life. That's why my performance skills have improved vastly, because I'm in front of a familiar crowd. What's a society check? The society skill, or
Right under religion.
yeah, under religion.
Let me check.
I'm guessing
I have
can-
speculate. I have a guess.
Can I act all hoity-toity? Act like high class, I'm guessing. I don't know.
I mean, you can always do that without having to actually know what you're talking about.
Okay. All right, so yeah, you understand the people and systems that make civilization run, and you know the historical events that make societies what they are today. Further, you can use that knowledge to navigate the complex physical, societal, and economic workings of settlements. Even if you're untrained in society, you can use it for the following general actions, which is recall knowledge and subsist. Settlement by fighting shelter and stuff. If you're skilled, you can do decipher writing. That's a coded message. There's item bonuses you can get. There's create forgeries. Okay. There's things like that.
Gotcha. Okay. So that won't really help us in this situation. That's more like, okay,
well,
understand.
recall knowledge would include things like local history, important people, legal institution, social structure, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I can try that and see if I have an inkling of where we should start in the city. And that's probably not good enough either.
Yeah, I mean, you know at least it's definitely gonna be the center of town, or the more heavily built up areas. Um,
We're looking for some plans, right? That's
Do we
what
have
we're
any
looking
points of
for.
contact?
what you're really looking for is evidence of what the Empire is working on,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
and ideally where that thing is that they're
Mhm.
working on.
So my recommendation to the group is going to be, I have old friends who are in town, and we all kind of grew up under similar circumstances, and they know other people within within town, so we could see if they have any idea of what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, so do you guys want to spend the night in this neighborhood tonight, and then tomorrow start looking to hit up with your contacts?
It seems valid to me.
Yeah,
Yep.
that sounds good.
All right. Cool. So we'll end
Did I make
game
any
there.
money?
Oh my god.
I want to make money every session. I did roll a 24 performance, so.
That's true. Yeah. $66 copper. All right.
That was awful. That's okay. I will take it. Well, I mean, 66 copper isn't that bad, actually.
Yeah.
Think about it. 74 copper.
All right, cool.
Alright.
So we will leave there. Next session, we will begin with you guys trying to find some of Chaparral contacts in the town and get information on what's happening around here, and hopefully where to get information on this thing that the Empire is allegedly working on. Hopefully by then we'll have figured out our internet issue here. The next test of that actually is going to be Thursday, because Tripper is away. He's not available to do Star Trek this week, so we're going to be doing Paleomythic, Lost Tribe. And last time we left off that campaign, I do remember this, they were about to enter the cave to see if they were accepted by the Bat Spirit to become the new tribe of the Bat. So that challenge will be, I'm sure, the bulk of the session.
After I tried I convinced Coinless that it was a good idea to try to get into that pool.
That's true.
Oh.
So yeah, that's where that leaves off. So that'll be this Thursday. We'll be doing that. Be facing that challenge. Assuming I can find my notes because everything is removed. So I have to find my notes on what that challenge even is. But we will deal with that on Thursday. In the meantime, tomorrow night there is Two Brothers Gaming should be happening. They are continuing their march towards facing Oblivion. So that'll be happening tomorrow night, Thursday, Paleomythic, and then maybe some other stuff happening, and then next Monday, obviously, we'll be back to this. Oh, I'm supposed to be review. We're trying to get couples game night going up again, and we have room now. It'll be a lot easier to do it here than it was in the last office. But we'll figure that out. Hopefully that'll be coming back soon. And I don't know if I'm going to get the chance to do a review tomorrow, Haberdasher's reviews. I'm way behind on those. But also, I only have 2 games queued up that people have paid for. So I will get to those soon. Once I'm not dealing with my job constantly and moving and everything, it'll be a lot easier to make time for that. But that'll be coming up soon. So keep an eye out for things like that. And we will see you next week. Please do not forget to hit up our Extra Life fundraising team page. Help us help kids. Make a donation there, or you can even join the team to help raise money for your hospital, or join a different team or whatever. But you can sign up for Extra Life through our page as well to support your local children's hospital, whatever that is. And I'm working on some things for Extra Life that I'm slightly excited about. So here's hoping that. Did you guys get my message? Did you see my message in the Discord about a couple of those?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, looking into some of that stuff. I'm looking into a couple of things that we might be able to give away as prizes to people who donate, especially during the Extra Life stream. So we will keep you apprised of that. So keep an eye on that. And if you want to know everything that's going on all the time, join the Discord and hang out with us there. For now, though, have a good night. Thanks for joining us. We will see you next time.
Yeah, have a
Bye-bye.
happy 4th of July too.
Happy
Oh,
4th
yeah,
of July, yes. Also that.
Yes.